Hi everyone, it's Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art, and these are some of my Halloween cards that I create. And people are always asking me, how can you create so many cards at one time? Well, today I'm going to show you how I set up my card making station. Now, because I sell to several stores here in Los Angeles, I have to have a large variety of cards for each store. I make holiday cards year round, including birthday as well. And whenever I sit down and work, I want to just pull from all of my handmade items, like the hats in this card, or maybe some of the images that are lined with the black background. And maybe I'll be using those on a different type of card. Maybe I'll put a Santa Claus hat or a birthday hat. It's kind of all the same way. Once you get in this rhythm that I'm going to show you today, you will not go back to the other way. It is so much easier, so much faster. You can accumulate a larger variety for the people, or have on hand a box of Christmas cards ready to be sent out, or tie together 3, 5, or 10 cards, and that can be a gift for somebody. You can even make a variety of thank you cards because everybody likes receiving a handmade thank you card. The images that I'm using on these cards have been saved from old books that were going to be discarded, magazines, and some came out of a pre-packaged Tim Holtz Halloween collection, which was really awesome. Others have come from paper shows that I go to where I buy vintage photographs. So you can use anything. You can even use family pictures, which would be really awesome. Once I find all of the pictures that I like, I glue them with a glue stick on a black cardstock, and that makes the image look more professional. It gives it a vintage look. I've even stamped images like the one of Marilyn Monroe. Some of them I rip the edges, and then I will take the distress ink with a dabber and go along the edges so the white that's ripped doesn't look so brand new. I'm basically aging the photograph. Sometimes I will take the distress ink and highlight somebody's blonde hair or blue eyes, or add a little pink to their cheeks to give it that look of a vintage photo. With the animals, I like to put googly eyes on them. I know a lot of people think googly eyes, but why not? It's Halloween, it's fun, it makes you laugh, and you want that person to laugh. Now, that's my Distress ink by Tim Holtz. This is the brand of black paper that I use. I purchased at Michael's for a couple of dollars. Sometimes it's on sale, so I'll pick up a few packages at that point. So my images, now I'm deciding which ones do I want to use. And usually I will separate the animals, the movie stars, the family photos, the stamped images, and then it's easier to create when everything is in order. Now, this is a Tim Holtz Ideology small size scrapbook pad. Now, because it does come in a sheet like that, think out of the box. I cut up all of the pieces and laid them in order so I would have something to pull from to mix with my other images. I also have Tim Holtz pre-cut images, and I separated all of them because you will receive in the package 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of one image in different sizes, which I think is a fabulous idea. I also keep a box filled with pictures of bugs and Ouija boards and other little things that I think might work for Halloween. I keep them separated in that sheet because organization is very important. Now, if you don't have a little witch hat, you might want to freehand one. I do draw, but I drew a very simple one that maybe people could copy and or put your own spin on it. A witch's hat is however you see it. There's no right or wrong way to make it. Draw them out in several different sizes because some of the pictures that you have, You might want to use a different hat, a bigger one, a smaller one, and then you will have a template that you can just use over and over on different patterned paper. As you can see that I drew several of them on there. I'm just going to cut those out. And then I'm going to add a little buckle and a ribbon, and it came out so cute. And it's super easy to do, and it doesn't take a lot of paper or ribbon. Or maybe you might even have a stamp in your collection that you could just stamp the image on different types of paper. And as you can see, I have a lot of holiday stamps. I had purchased them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, garage sales, Joann Fabrics. You can find them anywhere. You just need to know where to look. So what I did is I stamped them, and that one is for kids. But I thought, hey, you know me, I'm a big kid, so I'm just going to use my stamp ink and stamp a piece of paper, cut them out. I'm going to take my glue stick from the 99-cent store and glue as many pieces as I can on the black cardstock. And then I'm going to take my distress ink in whatever color that I desire and color the edges all at the same time. So that way you're having a complete sheet of ready to go little miniature pieces of custom made, almost sticker like art. And I had used a makeup sponge. If you don't have a little dauber or a little tiny sponge, I used a makeup sponge. I clipped it in a paper clip, and I used that to shadow the larger pieces in various tints. Oh gosh, that looks really good so far. I love it, I love it, I love it. So now you'll see that I used several colors. Look how fabulous that is. So how I get the little sparkle is I use the Scribbles 3D paint, and different brands have different nozzles. I do like to stick with the Scribbles because of the glitter effect. I've used it for years. It's very long wearing, and what I do is I'll just pick out little bits and pieces of where I think it needs to be highlighted. You don't have to go crazy with it unless you really want to. Although it is Halloween, we do like some sparkle during Halloween. I have it in various colors, and I'm just gonna highlight the clear. If you just want to buy one package, buy the clear. The clear will enhance whatever color is underneath it, which I really like. And it sells for about 79 cents to $1.59, and it will take a couple of hours to dry. Just give it time, set it to the side, work on something else. Once you're done, cut them up, tear them out, and prepare them with the double stick foam tape. I had purchased mine at the 99-cent store for 99 cents, and I know Hobby Lobby sells it for $3.99 for the exact same brand. So kind of search out where you find your best deals, and then I put them in a little box and I keep them separate. It's very important to keep everything organized, organized, organized. Now we're going to learn how to make these little fabulous hats that I just cut out in various sizes and different color papers. Wow, aren't they cute? Look at the little buckle. And you're not going to believe how easy it is to make these little hats. And just with a little bit of ribbon, probably about 1.5 inches of ribbon, it's best to use it your scrap ribbon. And these are some of my vintage pictures that I collect. So since the women are different sizes, that's why I made different size hats. And these two sisters are very serious sisters. That's pretty fun. I believe I made that card for my little sister, actually. Now you can stick a hat on anybody, even your familiar. So I used this punch. It punches out holes like that. It is for ribbon, but I turned it into a little miniature buckle. And you only need a little bit of paper in your colors that you think a witch would wear. You could also make shoes and use that as the buckles on the shoes. You could use it for your little leprechauns for St. Patrick's Day. So think out of the box and stay out of the box. That's where I get my best ideas. So once you cut out that little square, take a little piece of ribbon that will fit through there and weave it in and out. And then you're going to wrap it around the hat. And I just used Scotch tape and taped it down in the back. And then I added some more foam sticky tape. And I made sure that the sticky tape was touching the paper because you don't want the hat to accidentally fall off since Scotch tape is pretty smooth. So the next thing that we're going to do after we make sure that is down, we're going to take our distress ink and either the makeup sponge or the little dauber, or you could even use a Q-tip and go over the hat on the edges because you want it to look 3D and make it stand out. You could even draw a little crease at the inside of the point of the hat if you wanted to. And then I stuck the little foam tape on the back. Try it out on your familiar. That is so fabulous. Now keep them separated in a little box. So let's take another look at the cards, and now you have an idea how I can pump out so many cards in one sitting. That is super cute. So, wow, I like that one too. And I love that one. I love all of them. So take your distress ink once you completed your card and go around the edges of the card, and it just really adds to it. It completes it. It finishes it. And I wish you luck when you start creating and designing your own cards. I hope that you sell a lot of them at boutiques and fairs. Oh, that one's so cute. And in my other videos, I have other types of hats that you can design for your birthday cards, party cards, invitations, and make sure that you sign your work. It is a little piece of art, and you never know. Somebody might do like what they did with me. Buy several of them, frame them, and give it as a gift. That was just a great compliment to me. So before you throw away those old books or catalogs or junk mail, I hope you look at it in a different way because there's a little bit of art everywhere, and the universe is sending you a message to start creating, save, recycle, and also keep it in order. Keep everything organized because it makes it so much easier for you to sit down, open your art bins, and go, I can create without having a bunch of scraps here and there, all cluttered. Keep your mind free, keep your desk clean, keep everything organized, and it will bring you much enjoyment as an artist. And also check out my other video. I explained to you about the baggies that you need to put your greeting cards in to sell. Thanks again for stopping by. Once again, you made my day, and you have a happy day. Bye.